April 2. The topic of today is perseverance, all right? And we're going to talk about why these are the hardest times in your life, but they're the best. I keep reminding myself every single tough time I ever had was the result. The end result was the greatest thing that ever happened to me, right? And I repeat that to myself too. Believe you me. My business is the business of trading and people getting into trading, and people aren't that excited about trading when the market's struggling. And so like, you could say that we are all in it together no matter what in some stage of this pullback, right? And it doesn't matter. So we need to keep our minds mentally on point and focused. I look back into the past and I remember the days I was in this exact situation many, many times. DCAing into dips, dips not seeming to pay off, price action still seeming to fall, getting bloodier and bloodier, not, about to give up on the market, so close to walking away. And thank God I did it many, many times. Had I done that, I would have ended up broke and in the same place. But because I persevered, I ended up in a better place. But it took that mental fight, that mental push, and it wasn't easy. And most people will walk away. I was talking to people in my trading group today. Most people are going to walk away. They're not going to make it through this capitulation. They're just not. I'm telling you right now. You think everyone around you is going to hold. They're not. They're going to sell their coins. They're going to walk away. So it is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you. Ask yourself, do you have the mental fortitude? Exactly. Are you here for the long haul? Can you make it through? All right. I would never sell now at mad losses. Rain or shine, markets up, markets down, sickness or health. Sam Price, the crypto library provides. Hit the like. Shout out to my man, Rave Song Records in the house. God bless you. And you know what? I'm down and out. I'm not feeling too good, but I feel so much better the second I showed up on the live. I'm telling you, the second I pressed the record button here and we started going live, I'm like, wow, I feel better. Amazing. Drinking my tea here, and we're going to get through no matter what here for BTC. Let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin, the DXY, world markets. We're going to look at everything we can here, S&P futures, the NASDAQ, and we're going to take a big look at what's happening. But look, the 7-minute, losing the 200 SMA. All you have to do is open up a short with a stop on the other side. You are now in the money. I don't know how many times I can tell. Most of my lifers should be posting short trades right now, showing me their gains. If I'm sick, if I'm down and out, you guys know the sauce at this point. You lost the POC and the 200. We went over this last night. We talked about it in depth. Who here didn't understand what I said last night? Who here did not hear me say that if we lose the 200 and the 7, we will likely go to the downside? Who here said that for confirmation of a long, we would have to break back above the 30-minute 200? We did not do that. I made it very, very simple what to do last night. If you watched my weekly candle close, all right? You were not, if you saw this dump, you would not be, oh my gosh. Every lifer in my entire trading group, anyone who's watched this live stream more than 10 times, which is a lot of you, you would have known we were going to the downside. The 7-minute lost the 200 MA. I've taught you this time and time again. Right there we went down. Right there we went down. It's 3 for 3 now. All you had to do was open up a short. The 7-minute is your guide to getting paid. Today, you could be in the money. You could have made enough money to buy yourself whatever you want using this strategy on any given day. I'm just saying, if you stay focused, if you stay disciplined and get your mind out of the negative energies and only say that there's only opportunity and positivity, there's nothing else exists, then that's all that will exist. And you will find some way, somehow, and the realities of your life will find a way and you will meet that moment. All right? How do you set it? MEXC does not have it because if you go BTC USDT.P, right? That's your MEXC chart. And then you can put the 7-minute on it. And there it is right there. And you just got to equate that knowledge back and forth. You know what I'm saying? See, I figured this out on my own, not to be rude, but that's what differentiates me from the populace. I don't need to be shown a lot of things. I figure not everything, but a lot of things out on my own. And I want to teach you to do that. I'm trying to push you to that limit where like you can't wait for someone to hold your hand. I want to get you, I want to change your mentality so you believe that you can do it. You believe that you can push yourself to the next limit. You believe that anything is humanly possible. Forget trading. I'm attempting to change everybody's mentality here on this live stream to think that you are in control of reality. It's not the other way around. Everyone thinks here that they're not in control. Let's get the likes up to the watches. Let's go. I'm sick today and I'm pushing it to the limit. Let's go. I just can't believe how many people get low energy, man. Just because the market's down to 65,000, people can't hang. Man, it's time we get a wake-up call. My mother died in front of me, and the 65,000 thinks, you think that makes me budge? You think that does a dang thing to me? An altcoin being down 30, 50, 60, 80%, you think that matters to me? I lost my mother as she spoke to me on Thanksgiving Day in my face. You know what I'm saying? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's get motivated. Let's get excited. Let's change the status quo. This ain't your average YouTube channel. We ain't your average traders. I got this vibe, man. And I just can't take mediocrity. I don't want it around me. I don't want anyone around me to be mediocre. I want everybody I know to push their limits. When I hear someone, I'm just going to go halfway. I'm just like, man, that person has already wrote themselves off. They're not going to make it with that mentality. And you can hear through someone's language if they're going to make it, the way they're speaking about themselves, the way they're speaking about the situation. Oh, maybe I'll get that done tomorrow. Maybes, mights. Are you a maybe or a might, or you are will, I can, I am? Who are you? Who are you going to be? I'm challenging you right now. I'm challenging your mental psyche. You may be getting pissed off right now. You may be getting a little irritable. You're like, who is this guy? Or you might be like, I like Sam, but why is he so irritable today? I'm not irritable. I'm pushing you to your limits. I'm getting you out of your comfort zone. Your comfort zone is not the place to be. We must be uncomfortable. I love this moment right now. This 65,000, 63. Go down to 59, baby. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's find out who we're made of, what we're made of, and who we really are. Anybody can be cheery and awesome when it's freaking 70,000 and we're at all-time highs. Who are you when we're really struggling? Who are you when the time is down? Who are you when the cards are against you? That's who you really are. And if you're cool, calm, and collected and able to nail it, then you're going to be flying and soaring into the highs when everything goes well. So these are the times that make or break you. It's up to you to decide who you want to be. And it's all about you and your mentality here. Crypto will find out a lot about kind of, the inner workings of your psyche and who you are. I'm telling you right now, crypto broke me down many, many times in my life. So look, do we have a bearish div? We really don't. The weekly is pointing down just like the price action. We still have a higher low. I am not bearish unless we break this low. Once we break this low, that would mean we're in a macro downtrend. All right, so if we do break this low, you would have to assume the next high would be a lower high, because you have a low, you have a high, you have a low, you have a lower high. If you made a lower low, you would now have to assume we're in a macro downtrend. And we're going to make something like, we're making something of this nature now. And we could come back down and start, we could even do something like so. We could still even be bullish and consolidate out of a giant bull flag, right? That could take till the end of August or September. So anything is possible. We could range from 59 back to 68, back to 59, and then bang out to the upside. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitude. William James, shout out to Eldarina for the $69.99. God bless you. Thank you so much. I completely connect to you, Eldarina. And I feel you. I joined today. I want to know the 7-minute strategy. Will you say short or long it? I see a prompt coming. Sam, dumb question. How do I turn this 200 SMA on? That's not a dumb question at all, my friend. And we'll get into all that for you in a second. I'll show you my indicators, what I'm using, and what we're doing here. Reminder, do not over leverage. Do not over leverage trade if you are a new trader. Always set your stop loss to no more than 1% of your total wallet. Amen. 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 So remember, this could be the structure here. Don't be surprised if we see something like this and we still go to the upside, but it may take a few more months. So if we slide down and you do see us dump to 59, it's still not the end of the world, but there's a chance we do go lower and we do tussle with 52,000. This is still on the table. I'm open-minded. The only guy here who's been really level-headed, I watch a lot of, Twitter. I don't watch as much YouTube, but I go over the Twitter, and the Twitter, man, you're not bullish enough. We're on our way to the meme coin. These people are just like, specifically one person, man, he's out of his mind. The guy's out of his mind. I used to like him, and he's cool. He's a nice dude, and he's smart. He's super smart. See, some of these people are super smart. But man, there is euphoric to the market. They go up and down with this market. You can watch by their tweets. One day, they're like, I'm up high, I'm up low. I'm like, Jesus. I mean, I get excited when I make trades because I'm a trader. Like, bang on a candle. But to me, that's just a candle in that one moment in time. It is what it is, Some people know exactly. It's so funny. Daniel, should we hold on if we go war or don't? You know, and I just mentioned that stuff because it gets people so hyped and it gets newbies to throw money into the market at just horrible times. You know what I mean? And I can only imagine. So, crypto brothers, people have been panicking. But yes, I'm at losses now with all my coins except Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. I have my volume off. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. The Martini guy always gives me inverse signals with his tweets. You're funny. Bitcoin is off. It's bipolar meds, I think, right? Please, quick question. My altcoins are leveraged at X3 or X5. My margin max is 8% of the dumps and now recovered yet. Should I DCA? I have no idea what you're doing, man, and I would never give you financial advice on your portfolio or your trades. Yeah, and please don't ask. This is not the place. Thanks. What gets them more views on Twitter? They play the game. You know, it's funny. The other day I looked at it and I said, I know how to get more views on Twitter and I know what to talk about. I said, but I'm just not into doing that. I really asked myself, I said, it's just not, like, I know, I said, who wants what meme coin? Like, I know what gets the most views. You know what I mean? And I watch people just repetitively do it over and over again. It just seems soulless after a while. I don't know. I guess I have to play the game. I guess I have no choice, but lately it just feels weird. Everyone just, you know, grifting for a view, you know? Morality is worth more than Twitter views. Amen, Jamie. I appreciate that you saying that. I really do, man. And I hope through our own way we find our success regardless, because I mute those people. Shout out to Billy Eatman. Billy, I love you, man. Hey, I got your honey in this tea, and I think that's why I'm feeling so good, man. I really do, because I was feeling horrible up until I started drinking the tea. Maxi delisting AGIX, FET, and Ocean. Really? Really? That's kind of crazy. Just keep being yourself. That's why we love you. Thank you. God bless you, brother. Anyway, so let's get back into the price action. So the weekly. We're still holding a weekly support or resistance here at 63,967, 64K. So as long as we stay above 64, and of course that level at 65.5, it looks like we're breaking 65.5 right now. My weekly support or resistance, this key level right here that I've gone over so many times. And honestly, once we got above it those 2 or 3 times, and that's why my emotions mean nothing. But as a trader, I thought, okay, we're never going to go back above it. You know, when we got above it here, I was like, wow, we're good. I said to my wife, I said, 65.5. I said, we won't. We got below it. I said, man, we're below it, man. That stinks. We got above it. I said, wow, babe, I think we're done now. We moved into the new house. Everything was going well. We're back below it again. This is insanity. But this is price action. And it reminds me that it's never been easy. It's never been easy. Jesus. I don't know. And I think I know what happened too is, you know, after the rain, a lot of stuff comes in. They were forced selling the tokens. They thought they'd be converted to ASI. Man, that's so crazy, man. Mexi will delist FET and Ocean perpetual futures at 8 a.m. and suspend the opening. So only futures, not spot. Okay, thank you. Check out the USD denominator chart. It says there micro resistance. We'll take a look. Your throat found resistance. I know. You know what's crazy is in the 4 years that I've done the show, right? 2021, 2022, 2023, and now 2024. I shouldn't even. I've never had that, like the laryngitis or I've lost my voice. Everybody, it's never happened to me yet. God bless, you know what I mean? I see YouTubers, they're like, my voice, I lost my voice, I can't do it today. And I'm like, never me. I think if you drink the lemon water every single day, you're going to be fine. On my sick days, I'm better than my lowest days. Than somebody's low day, or best day, I think. My sick day is your best day. You know what I mean? That's the lifer way. That's how the lifers think. That's what you and each and one of you think. I know it. You guys push forward every single day. No days off type of people. That's why you come to this channel. That's why you like it. That's why you attract your tribe. I attract those type of people that don't want to give up every single day here. Also, I mean, there's a chance here we got some kind of a shoulder, a bit of a head, and a bit of a right shoulder here that could still break us further to the upside. It's not over completely yet here. I still got some hope there for Bitcoin. All right. Okay. It does stink, though, that Ajax and FET took a beat. Everything just took a beat down. Like, we just had bad news all around. It didn't matter what was going on. Casper was the only guiding light. A few other hot coins, you know, Ondo pumping, and we took advantage of whatever pumped. The last few weeks, I gave as many awesome gains as I could, and we took gains. Even just recently with the not coin gain, I gave you 28%. I only put out like one chart that night, banged on it. I mean, we've been hitting it in the trading group. Trading group is still doing good. If we just swing trade and we don't hold anything, it's way on. It's been pretty good, yeah. Come on, people. This man earned the likes. Hit the like button. Yeah, very close to the bull market support band. Hope for a powerful bounce as we had previously. Shout out to Lee. If you don't think aliens are walking amongst us on the planet Earth, you've clearly never seen a picture of Get Your Funny. Fidel R. Escobar. Shout out to Salvo, guys. I have brass hands, diamond brain, and a titanium heart. I let the sun guide my soul. Let's go. Shout out to Fidel Escobar in the house, my man. Paid myself on Ondo. Thank you. God bless you. D Shuffle. Never bearish, just bullish. My man, this price actually means nothing to me. I've been through 3 major heart attacks and still here. Never going to give up. Shout out to Joe Folan. We love you. God bless you, brother. I'm drinking my Buongiorno vinegar drink from Monty Ferdazzoni today. Really fast. ASO. Apple cider vinegar in your tea will help. Thank you. We make money either direction. Shout out to After Hours Investing in the house. So Bitcoin pretty flat right here at 65,450 after a crazy week of Fed meetings, CPI, PPI. It was nuts. There's a strong hidden bullish on Bitcoin in the RSI weekly time frame starting from January 15th. Can we check it out and confirm? Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Fever in the house. A big issue of there's now 1,000 of altcoins this time around. I also agree, man. The altcoins are crazy. But look at me. I did the right thing. I DCA'd into another whole Bitcoin. While everyone else was bugging out, I just grabbed another. So while everyone else was running after memes and chasing quick gains, and again, I probably could have lost, I could have won. I think I did the right thing for my children and their future, and I just collected more BTC. So I have this long-term mentality, like a little gopher, I'm just doing my thing with my head down, and everybody else is showing their awesome gains and this and that, and, you know, doing Twitter nonsense for whatever reason, getting Twitter views for, you know, no one just for fluff. We're just sitting here adding to our net worth, grinding on the back end, quietly, silently, just snatching up more Satoshis while everyone else is just paying attention to everything else. You know, and I'm doing what Michael Saylor's doing. I'm doing what the big boys are doing. Anyway, drift scalp on Blowfin, 0 fees. Interesting. Drift scalp on Blowfin, 0 fees. Really? I don't know what that means. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And if you want to trade where we trade, see what's happening, see what we're talking about. 0 spot maker and taker fee, 0.1 spot taker fee, 0 future maker fee, and only 0.1% future taker fee. I mean, that's insane. You can't beat that anywhere else. So if you want to learn how to trade, they also have a demo trading account, which I think is awesome. You should demo trade for at least a month straight with me. If you demo trade with me and you understand stop loss, 1% of portfolio, and you really understand risk management, give me a month or 2 of demo trading. Hang out with me on this live stream every day and demo trade. I am telling you, 2 months later, if you demo trade with me, you will have so much more understanding of the markets. You have such a better skill set. And then you can kind of begin your bigger journey. But demo trade with me, you know? Watch my futures trades that I put out to the trading group. Jump on in, have some fun. Pay $99 a month and learn the sauce. I'm telling you right now, we have it all right here, up here. Hit CryptoLifer.com. Jump on into the trading group and learn, right? Join today from a guy that never takes a day off, or at least put in your weekly, get the weekly newsletter. The reason why I'm so, adamant about my trading group is because so many people write me back saying, you've changed my life. I see the markets differently now. Even give me 1 month, give me 2 months. You don't even need to spend a lot of time. I have so much information. I have a $2,000 trading course that people would, that you'll get access to for $99 the second you join. I'm telling you, there's going to be so much information that's going to blow your mind. If you go through all my videos, it's going to really, really put you on the next level. You're going to be able to short this today. You would have been able to take money out of the market this morning if you wanted to. If that's what you desire to do, you would have had the skill to do it. So if you're sick of losing money, if you want to understand the markets on another level, if you want to be able to take money out of the market on a daily basis, you want to swing trade, day trade, You want to be on the 1 minute, the 7 minute. You want to expand your education? Jump on in with me every single day here at CryptoLifer.com and at CryptoLifer on YouTube. Let's take a look. So the 3-day chart, which is a go-to chart of mine, still has some downside on the stochastics and suggests that it may continue to the downside, already starting off pretty nastily here. Closes in 2 days and 10 hours. The daily, already a bearish engulfing candle after we had a little bit of buzz yesterday. 2 green candles, but no. After last night, things would just turn very, very, very salty for BTC. And we would get the major dumpage to the downside. Getting oversold, though, starting that banana curve. But we could go lower. We are at a, kind of a support or resistance level here. I feel like it's a little lower with these wicks hit. But there's some nice support at 65,000. And then, of course, at 63.8, 64. And then we know if we lose 64, I just don't see how we don't fall back down to 61. And then to this high volume node, possibly at $59,000 and $56,000. You can see 1, 2. You can see gaps in the VRVP. This is the VRVP, the Visible Range Volume Profile. Some people call it the VPVR, whatever you want. And what it does is it shows us where there's a lot of buying and selling. And you'll see you move really fast here up, and you move really fast here down, and you have gaps. Wherever the gap is, you move pretty fast. There's chop where there's chop. But see here too, like gap right back down. So we bounce, but then support or resistance comes into play. And then we look at stochastics. I look at the 8-hour time frame and the 22. Things are looking good. We had gotten back above the 22-hour time frame. Was about to close a candle above the 200 MA. Not so much. We ended up getting the rejection. Look, if you didn't use the 200, you'd be like, why did we get rejected by? If you take it away, you put it, you can see exactly the 200 MA. We hit it. We could not get above the 200 MA. We couldn't flip it. Some could put this in a smaller falling wedge, though, here. And, can we get the move to the upside? We are now finally oversold. Aggressive entry would be now. We had the bullish divergence. We did not take out the lower, did we? Yeah, we did. We actually took out the low of the divergence, which is a bit odd. But we have another divergence here too now, technically. As this technically swings somewhat low while that swings high. That's definitely an uptrend while that's flat or a downtrend. I guess, it's an uptrend too if I use candles. So I'm going to have to say no on the bullish divvy, but it resembles bullish divvy even though it doesn't act as such. Pretty weird. And we defied the bullish divergence. We kind of made a double bottom technically here off of 65.5. So like 65.5 is attempting to hold that weekly support or resistance, is attempting to put in a double bottom here for Bitcoin on that 4-hour time frame. Let's move further now into the 1 hour. The 1 hour says, hey, I also want to put in a double bottom and get a bounce here. Stochastics are beat, and we want to get a bounce. The sellers seem to be a bit exhausted. Can we get a bounce here on the 1 hour time frame? Back to the upside, get the 1 hour. Get us back up where we need to be. Type of sickness that hurts your teeth. You know when your jaw hurts? Because it's like sinus. So it's like my head hurts, my ears hurt, my jaw hurts. Does your face hurt? Yeah, well, it's killing me. You ever hear that? So, anyway, a bit of a double bottom. Let me clear this up here too and get rid of that. I have so many lines. So we're attempting to double bottom here. As you can clearly see, the level we bottomed off of 100. And so can we, you can see your local resistance is going to be 66,000. Bounce, bounce, bounce. All right. Funny, that flag we put out eventually did, pump out, and then resistance, and then we had this flag, and then we got rejected by the 200 MAs. Right? And remember, it all started when the 7-minute lost its 200. That was the beginning of the downtrend here for Bitcoin, right? Then tried to get back in, bearish retest, and continued to collapse. Stop losses on the other side of this point of control would keep you in the money. All right. POC is also losing the red line on a VRVP is a big way to make a good trade. All right. So, and then if you use these together, oh my gosh. So if you can see that you lose a point of control and a 200 MA, and I pointed this out last night, I talk about the same thing if you can get above it. If you can get above a POC and a 200 MA like that right there. Look at the move to the upside. Look at the move to the downside. You can study this. I am your sensei. I'm going to show you how to move the bow. You're going to be like with the nunchucks, like cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. All right? With the guy that does it every single day. Haven't taken a day off since February of 2021. We're here every single day. It does not stop. There's no reason to take days off when you love what you do. Find what you love and continue to do it every single day. Right now, I'm teaching no matter what the market does, right? If it all ends right now, I did what I love to do, and that's teach. I put out something that took me years to figure out, and I gave it back to you. You do the same to others, and that will just continue to grow. And hopefully people won't be doing horrible things like buying the tops or getting into things when the stochastics are overbought. All right? So can we make some type of inverted head and shoulder here and get on out of here? Could this be a little inverted head and shoulder? Right now, we're getting a little bit of a movement back to the upside. Do we have some bullish divvy on maybe the 1 minute? And we do. Let's kind of zoom in here. See what's happening on the RSI. Technically, that's a little uptrend and that's a downtrend. And then it continues too. So you got yourself a little bit of bullish divergence. There's my signal too, just flashing right now as we speak. I don't know why I said squeak, but I meant to say speak. But I had a cough. Do you want to hear the cough or do you want me to mute the cough? Let me know. If you want to hear how sick I really am or do you want me to mute it? Just let me know. Exchange of energy, spitting facts. We need the upside, baby. So look, this is something that, on a Monday, I'm cautious of. But I would open a trade right here. What I do when I see this, and look, we're on the perpetual from XE. So you see the point of control there too, which is nice. You get above that, you can fall up to the value area highs. You're going back to 66,000. So I find the next big resistance, which is there and there, right? And I pick one of them to set my stop at. And then the take profit at. And then the stop loss, I like to look for a high volume node below the 200 if I can. Or see this support, see this like bounce, bounce, bounce. And I look for this to be at least, I like it to be a 4-to-1 on these. And then I also want to see how close we are to the 21. Look how far we are from the 21. So now I want to see if the 1 minute can recover the 21. You see? This is a known signal that I've traded over and over again that does play out. All right. I'm cautious to do it on Mondays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays because they're just lower volume days. And Thursdays after 2. It doesn't mean it doesn't play out, though. It seems to be pretty accurate. The more I backtest it, I just have found it's riskier when there's low volume. That's all. I feel so much better about it. So why not put 10 grand on it and trade hard Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, then put like small amounts all week long and see what happens. You get what I mean? Once you like understand the probabilities of trading, you'd rather just go hard on the days that have the best moments and then leave the rest of the days alone. You get what I'm saying? But this takes years of practice and understanding. It's the reason why Tom Brady used to throw the ball away a lot, right? Because if he didn't see what he wanted, he knew he wasn't going to get an interception. Other people thought he threw it away. If you watch Tom Brady, he used to throw the ball away more than a lot of other quarterbacks. Just throw it out. He would throw it down away. He was smart. A lot of guys would force a play when they didn't need to. Tom Brady let you beat yourself sometimes. Sometimes when he didn't have it, he would just kind of keep mellow till you eventually fumbled the ball. I watched so many times my dad would say, Belichick will just wait till you do the mistake. They would play the odds that you would make the mistake and just play clean football. Half the reason the Patriots won was they played the odds against you. When everyone else thought they were going to be the hero and, they thought about like they were Joe Namath at that one moment in time and they're going to put it right in. Brady's throwing it to the sideline saying, I don't see what I want. That was something I always learned watching the Patriots helped me become a good trader in a way. And once I equated that subconscious math, because you could see they like to spike, they like to go at things when you were supposed to. How many times did you see? Didn't something happen in the playoffs this year? I think it was Jim Harbaugh with the Raiders. Didn't he go for it on like 4th down when he definitely should have taken a field goal, like a complete? You know what I mean? And Bill Belichick and the Patriots would have taken that field goal every single time. They always took the points. Anyway. You guys don't want to hear about the Patriots, but I think, a winning combination is something to be learned from, and anything that revolves around probability. Yeah, so this is a known movement. This should pump based on my years of doing data. And we caught it. We caught the signal, luckily, right here as it happened. We should be getting a pump here to the upside for Bitcoin. And there we go. And does this semi-short squeeze start to happen here for Bitcoin? There's a short squeeze right there. The second you should, it's at 10:44, right on schedule. BTC short squeeze. Unreal what we're seeing here for Bitcoin. Would you look at that? And again, I'm still sketched out by it because it is, a little away from the 21. I believe there's still going to be a nicer flag here to play if it does play out. I might have to go to the 30-second chart, though, here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Hope you're learning something, having a good time with the lifer. I'm having a blast with each and every one of you. Every day is a day of opportunity. Every day is a day when we can push ourselves. Every day is a day we can see the light. Heck, I'm feeling horrible today with a headache. My ears are blowing out of my head, and I feel, but you know what? You guys are here, and you gals are here. And people of all ages, shapes, and sizes from all around the world are kicking it with the lifer. And you know what? That's an honor and a blessing. 1,400 people to watch right now. If we were together in a field, 1,400 of us, we'd be a powerful force, right? We could really do numbers together and change the world. So this is the trade, probably would take quicker profits at 66,000, but the chance we get up to 66,268. I see this flag breaking to the upside. We got the golden cross. I circled it there as I was conversating. Hey, Alois, I think I'm gonna grow a beard. Hey, Krish, give Sham some medicine. He feels bad. I don't want him feeling with the shyness. Make sure he has some tea and some honey from Billy Eatman. Billy, give Sham some honey. You gotta feel better. There we go, Family Guy style. I love you all. Thank you so much for making Sham feel better. Blessed just to be here. Someone would just get voted off the island. Sure, lucky was the Pat Super Bowl ensuring the win streak happened right after. Just like the Saints getting lucky to go on a streak the year after. I love you, man. 100%. Even my dad thought it was fixed. My dad said there was so much money bet on the Patriots. My dad is watching with me on the big screen for the first time. Let's go, livers. Shout out to Kobe Watson and your dad. My dad was an iron worker. Shout out to your dad. My dad was born in 1946. Just want to kind of give your dad a little bit of knowledge of who I am, where I come from. A Boston kid, an Irish American with a little bit of English in me from the high streets of Boston. But my dad was an iron worker with class. He had some rough edges, but he raised his son to be a good man. And my mom was one of the most greatest women you've ever met. My mom wouldn't steal a penny from a penny. You know what I mean? My mom was just one of the sweetest people you've ever met in your life. She really was. Oh my gosh, man. My mother was, I only aspire to be half as sweet as my mom could, or a 1% of as nice as my mother was, man. She dedicated herself to her kids and her family. God bless my mom, Irene Price, man. I love you, Mom, more than you would ever know. Thinking about my parents so much lately, all the time. They're on my mind all the time. So looking for this 30-second possible move here for Bitcoin. Watching this tight channel. And remember, anything we could easily just get the dump down. We're now at a resistance. 1, 2, 3. Can we break through 65,700 here and get that monster move up? Does BOOKMAP give us any inclination as we continue this barrage on the shorts here on the morning? So if you were shorting the market, you got liquidated. If you were 100x'd, they're liquidating the shorts right here, 720. Funny though, the bulls got no real liquidity above us to give us any inclination of a move. They're hiding all of the idea here. All liquidity is further to the downside. But again, that's why we look at the charts. The charts convey a possible move. The golden cross, the 21. They're still leaving. See, what the market makers doesn't know is a guy who's obsessed like me can always see something possibly coming. Look, the 21 crossing the 200 is also a bullish sign. That's a bullish sign for me that there could be a continuation move here for BTC. The only thing I don't like is when we get the pump, we're going to get pretty far extended from the 21, which means we're likely going to come back down. Technically, this trade's in the money just a little bit now, but we'll see where it goes. And we are on the 32nd of the 1 minute. Why? I use the time frames that I have to use at the time I'm on them. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? I don't want to be on the 32nd per se. It's not what I want to do. I do what I'm supposed to do. Like the charts will tell you. When the charts are moving in a certain way, the smaller time frames will convey what's likely going to happen. So look, now you're making a bit of a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. However, if they break out parabolically. So now you're either going to break out parabolically or you're going to get a move down. Now you're going to look for some bearish divergence. You have it here on the 32nd with high stochastics. That could be the end of this run is over. We're getting a little bit of resistance here. We may not get the pump. I caution you, and you didn't see me go into my futures account and open up a trade. Why? It's Monday, and it's very, 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 very sketch. You know? But look at that, man. Look at that. We could get the parabolic move now. I'll tell you what, the golden cross tells you that we should get the pump. So that leans my probability to a move to the upside here for Bitcoin. I'd like to just be quiet and watch what happens here to the upside. Shout out to the lovers of life here and everybody on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. Let's take a look at that fan funding. As I do see $85 in chat revenue, you people are absolutely amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for putting some balls in the jar. So we're looking for a move here to the upside. I'm calling a pump here for Bitcoin. I'd say it's about 80% accurate that we're going to get a move here up to about 66,000. From there, I don't know. But it looks very likely we're going to get the push further to the upside here for BTC. Again, it is, you know, you never know. I know, you know, anything could happen. Andy on blast, please. Shout out to Jamie doing his blast, getting that airdrop. There's a strong hidden bullish divergence on Bitcoin in the RSI weekly time frame starting from January. Hidden bullish. We'll take a look at that on the weekly. Good evening, Sam. Any chance of a quick TA on quant? Not what you think I know. You don't like that word. Thanks for turning up daily and being you. Blessings from Thailand. Shout out to the chef. We love you. Nah, man, I go over any coin, man. No worries, brother. And shout out to the 69.99. Wow, the greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. Everything could change once you realize you can change. And once you realize you're the opportunity, so much opportunity comes into your life. But you got to believe that you are the opportunity. You got to believe that you can do it. You got to believe that it happens. That you're in control. And look, there's the rejection. The bearish div kicked in. And despite the golden cross, which, I mean, you technically did get the pump. The golden cross is a latent indicator, right? And it doesn't mean it's over yet, but that is a rising wedge starting to break to the downside now. Now we'd be at a break even or about to, at this point, you could cut the trade off, have the guts to get stopped out, or find out what happens. I'm not trading because it's Monday. If I saw this on Tuesday, I would have opened up the trade. It would have been more, Okay. Man, my head is pounding. But God bless you all. Thank you for being here. You guys are giving me the power to continue. Okay, you want to hear the cough? Here it comes. I'm not going to mute it. It's not too bad. Could be worse. It's really just like a drip, all the, I don't even want to say it, but all the stuff coming back in the back of my throat, kind of getting that. Anyway, let's take a look at Andy on blast. Hidden bullish on Bitcoin in the RSI on the weekly. And it looks like we're going to lose this level. The bearish divergence may be kicking in here for Bitcoin. Well, it's cool. Let's look at the smaller time frame and a bigger time frame, not get too wrapped up in the 32nd. Would have been nice to see that massive pump up. There was a chance it was going to happen. Bearish div kicked in though. So look at the 5-minute away for the 21-day moving average. Bit of a cup and handle here for Bitcoin. And we're overbought on the stochastics RSI on the 7-minute time frame at resistance. See that? What I like is that could make a cool inverted head and shoulder. And we could break up to the 200 MA, and then if we break above that, then we change the tune, and then we go from there. And then I say, do we get to the 15? And then we monitor that. Then we get to the 1. And if all those things happen, we continue to move. If not, we get rejected, and we know. So, my system is so spot on and you have to know what time frames to watch and when, and you have to know what moving average to watch and how. All right. Someone asked about the moving averages. Very simple. You go up to this indicator here, type in 5 MA, slap on 5 MAs. Once you have the 5 MAs, go to your inputs, 2150, 800, add the 200. You can even add 1 MA and add the 200. And then I just change it a certain color and a certain thickness. I like, really thick, vibrant colors. when it comes to my indicators. So, Eid Mubarak, I always learn from you, brother. Thank you for the hard work. Happy Eid. Thank you, my friend. Shout out to Sood. Salam alaikum, my friend. May you be blessed. Thank you so much for the $17.99. And today is a day of celebration for all my Muslim brothers and sisters. May God bless you all. And peace be with you. Salam alaikum. Okay, let's see what's happening here for BTC on the 7-minute. Looks like it's falling further to the downside. All right. That thing wants to come down. That stochastics want to take you down. So I'm looking for this to make some type of flag, you'd hope. But it looks like it's going to take a pretty nasty dump now. You are still below the 200 SMA, so you know that's somewhat bearish. And look, the 1 minute just lost the 200 again. And that's a bearish sign for a possible short. The rejection there. You know, again, watch out for the lack of follow through on Monday. Just be careful on Mondays. False move Monday for a reason. You could pull a Fibonacci here and look for the money printer down to the 786 or the 618 golden pocket. All right. This is something that we play over and over again. This is another one of my known models. When we come down to the 618 golden pocket out of a cup, and that's why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy, right? And look, now they're flushing us to the downside. So nice little flush up, break above the 200 SMA, got the pump with bearish divergence, started the dump. And it was bearish div. I mean, you can see the bearish div here on the 1 minute too as well. What is bearish divergence? The RSI moves in a way that the price action does not. Price action will have a higher high, but the RSI will have a lower low. You know what I mean? So the RSI is making a lower high. A lower high. And the price action is making a higher high. These angles do not match. It tells you something's going to drop. And when you lose the 200 SMA, you know that's also bearish. Again, I'm waiting for my sweet spot, which is not a Monday. You get it? I love to open up trades Monday night between 6 and 7 o'clock at night. That's when and sometimes 8 or 9, and then sometimes even 12 at night on a Monday. So Monday is a go-to. Wow, they're obliterating the longs now. Anyone that thought they could get in, honestly, if you're leverage trading Monday mornings, you're asking to get blasted. You're just asking to lose money. If you're not in and out quick on the 1 minute time frame and you don't know what you're doing, you're asking to get your money taken. You just are. It is what it is. All right. So just be careful over trading Mondays. It's funny, we did get a short squeeze though, like we always do between 10:45 and 11:15 on the live stream. And that could have been, a beautiful move there. That bullish div played out. Right here, boom, boom, and then we got the move up. A bit of a kind of a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. You see it? And then a little flag, bullish retest. Anyway, so now we watch Bitcoin here on the 1 and the 7 minute time frame reset itself. But that's some dumpage. And then it's either going to fall out of the wedge down or break back out. And we'll find out sooner or later. A little bit of support here on the 1 minute at 65.3. Resistance, bounce, bounce, bounce. All right, right here, resistance there, bounce there. We SR flipped it right there. You see? Resistance, we bounced. And so because we SR flipped it there, there's a chance that comes into play yet again, which it is right here so far. 65.3. We lose 65.3. I don't see how we don't go back to 65.4. We'll go back to 65.3. I mean, playing small ball here. Thank you for always showing up, Sam. Appreciate you. Shout out to Highly Trained, man. God bless you. Hey, lifers, if you guys keep showing up, you guys get 1,500 people here every day. 2,000 people here every day. I'm showing up every single day. I'm not going to leave you hanging. I'm just not. I'm your best friend that you never had that will always be here, man. No matter what happens, I'm gonna be here. No matter what happens. A little bit of a spike for Daddy. And Daddy actually not doing too bad compared to the rest of the market. Kind of hit the 786, bounced up. Now it's right there at that 886 for the golden pocket. And maybe Daddy collapses. You never know. I'd be careful. But Daddy looking interesting. And got the lock liquidity, 117 million. It went up to 150 already. and support a good cause, daddy, right? You know. But anyway, yeah. And I mean, the biggest tweeters in the world, I don't know how that doesn't do well, but you never know. Again, I don't know. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Hamster Combat on the radar. I definitely think you should jump on in and get that daily combo. Daily Morse code will publish soon. Not playing Hamster Combat. I mean, jump on in. If you have the time and you want to, jump on into Hamster Combat. It's going to be huge, in my humble opinion. It's going to be a big deal. You do whatever you want. I'm making a bold prediction right now, but Hamster Combat, one of the biggest kind of gaming meme, whatever you want to say, coming out. It's going to be absolutely huge. You do whatever makes you happy, but Hamster Combat is going to be absolutely huge. Check them out. Google them. Go to their Twitter. Find out more what's happening with Hamster Combat. It's moving fast, and they didn't pay me to talk about it. I find what's hot. Like, I don't want to be left behind. So when something's hot, I talk about it. So if you watch this channel and something's known, I'm going to know about it. There's a bunch of different ways to know about it. I pay for token metrics. I have people DMing me all the time, which is something you can't pay for. And they're like, hey, this is hot. I'm in this Discord. I have a wide range of network of people that are always around hooking me up. And I have an awesome Discord with, over thousands of people there that are always going over the charts, talking to each other and finding out what's hot in the market. Together, we are a force to be reckoned with. That's why even if you join my trading group, it's not just about me. What do you get if you join 99? Like, for 99 bucks, why would someone want to extrapolate $99 from your wallet? Right? What are they doing for you? Well, number one, you get my hyperactive brain 7 days a week. You get 2 Bitcoin updates in the morning and at night before I go to bed and when I wake up. You get insights throughout the day. You get any altcoin that I see is hot. You get mental fortitude. You get things that I'm talking about. You have ways to rework your subconscious mind. You get a $2,000 course that most people charge for inside of my group waiting for you. You have access to tons of people. My elite traders are posting charts that I've handpicked, trained, and they're inside the group with me. And you just have so much access to things that you wouldn't have anywhere else. I also go over my token metric stuff and things that I personally like out of token metrics and handpicked ideas and a weekly screen share every single week. So if that's something that entices you, that gets you excited, you may just want to jump on it. All right. So here's Solana, right? And no BS, man. I'm not showing you coins that I bought so I can make gains off you. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I've looked at these other Patreons and Discords, and they're cool. They're great guys. No disrespect. But I mean, I was part of a trading group for 4 years. I interned. I understand the inner workings of how to teach individuals, all right? And not just showing you what coin, how to teach your brain, how to get you to become who you want to become in life, right? I became who I wanted to become, and I still every day strive for more. So hang out with someone that did what you want to do, My 2 good friends were multimillionaires. I wanted to become a multimillionaire. What did I do? I hung out with them a lot. I asked them questions about their business. I watched them do business. I would go to their place of business and watch. They were the CEO and the VP. They had 150 employees. I went to lunches with them. I absorbed. Sometimes I just watched them on a call. Sometimes they taught me without ever teaching me anything. They didn't show me much, but they were showing me by just letting me to be a part of their life. Sometimes just being a part of a multimillionaire's life is something that you need. For me, it was huge, and then as I gained more, as my network changed, more people in my circle, became, whatever high net worth individuals for whatever reason. My best friend mentor, dude bought a Lamborghini, he's worth multi-millions of dollars. My other second mentor, dude's worth like 40 mil, lives on the water in Hollywood, right? My good friend I met through the trading group owns one of the biggest golf courses in Massachusetts. Insane. I know I'm just clout chasing, but I'm just telling you, your life changes when you change. Next thing you know, like your network, it's just crazy, man. My 2 good friends sold the company for $225 million. One's worth like 80, one's worth 50 mil. It's crazy, man. I watched people make enormous wealth in my life, very close to me. And I knew that it was possible. It was almost like it was getting dangled in front of me. Like, you can do it too. You can do it too. And I just kept falling short and deciding I was going to live a regular life until finally I said, no. Solana looks interesting to me. I like it here with a stop loss below 118. It loses the 200 SMA and it loses 118. Then we're in for some trouble. And we're probably in for a longer movement there. So if you can hold this and get tight, I mean, that's a bold move right there. But there's a chance Solana's in that cup and handle. Could start to get tight, and it could take some time. It could consolidate all the way until like middle of July. Right. And it looked like it was going to be a hot summer. What happened to Bitcoin, baby? And again, happy Eid Mubarak to all the people out there around the world. Thank you for sharing your TA. I've been making gains, swing trading, JASMY. Wish I could afford your trading group, but I'm not able to yet. Don't worry, man. You just keep coming to the trading to this live stream and keep looking at different things, keep getting some knowledge. What I do is I worked as a live streamer for 2 years before I ever charged a dime on my trading group. And people said they made a lot of money and then they wanted to join the group. Like people said they wanted more. And so by popular demand, I made the group, but people, so what I attempt to do is give you the education so you can learn how to make gains yourself. So when you finally do trade the trading group, you're already just giving back to the gains that I helped you the education you got. So when you finally do the group, it's me paying myself in a way. You get what I mean? Like, and I'm giving you education, which you're turning into value, and then you're turning that value back into value for me. And together we have this reciprocal relationship. And that's the key. I think that's what's completely different about my live stream than all the other ones. We give it away for free every single day here to get you to another level mentally, till eventually you feel you're there with me. Then you join the trading group. By the time you join the trading group, your mind's already set. You're ready to rock. And that's why the trading group's so powerful. A lot of people we have like beginner, and we do have beginner traders and everybody, but a lot of times people join the group after watching me for 6 months, a year, 2 years. And now that I've been live for a long time, every day that someone has been watching me for 3 years finally says, you know what, I'm joining this guy. He's been around for too long. I just can't find any BS about him. He's been around for too long. He's a straight shooter. So I love you all. You guys have told me so much through all the testimonials. Jasmy got that nice pump of the daily, right? Back to 436. It's oversold in that daily time frame. Some could even say that it's doing a bullish retest. Why are you showing? Why is that? Why is mommy doing that? Nothing happened to me, baby. That's me. Oh, wow. Thank you. Where was that? What does that mean? So Jasmy broke out. Now it seems like it's retesting the top of the channel. Oh, my girls are so fun, man. They miss me when I'm live streaming. If they had it their way, I would never live stream. They would have me alter themselves all the time. Look at what happened here for Jasmy. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Look at that cup and handle. Blast to the upside. Jasmy looks like it's about to get a pump. Personally, it's on the point of control and about to get litty. I like Jasmy. I'm personally in Jasmy. I hold the bag. We're up actually from when we got in. Jasmy's actually one of our winners right now. Still up from the swing trade I put out back on that 3-day chart when it was getting tight back there in consolidation. Right? In that 3-day. Remember, we were way above that and still holding gains after the bounce on 3-2. I wouldn't be surprised if Jasmy made some more gains. I'm looking for Jasmy to make a bit of a pump here. 1 hour time frame also looks good, breaking above the 200 MA. Technically a buy in the breakout scenario there, which isn't my favorite thing to do on a Monday, but stop loss below the point of control tells me there's a chance here that Jasmy rips up the 4-2. I'm already in the trade with a substantial amount. I got like $7,000 in Jasmy or more. So I'm with you, you know what I mean? I'm in there, but that looks like a 15%. If anything's going to pump today, Jasmy looks like it's hot. Been doing its own little thing, getting its own little moves. Jasmy, baby. Jasmy looks like it's going to make some gains today. And already starting to right now. Bitcoin holding 65.5. It's all about 65.5. We close a daily candle above 65.5. That's all we want. All you can do is take price action one day at a time. If it breaks a level, right, then we worry about the next level. If it doesn't break that level, then we worry about the next lower level. Everybody that says these outlandish things like we're going to 42, then we're going to 72. It's like, okay. But like Bitcoin has to break 64,000 before we go to 63 and 62. Bitcoin has to break 69 before we go to 75. And everyone's like, oh, we're going to 72. Then we're going down to 41. Then we're going to pump. Then we're going to dump. I hear this all the time. I read your comments too. Not all of you. But some people jump into our live stream and just say outlandish things. And I do this every day. And I say, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Look, this swings up, this swings down. That's a hidden bullish divergence, even if it's flat. That tells us that we should break this high before we break this low, and the trend should continue to the upside. The break above the 200 MA is a sign for me of a bullish move. Of a continuation here for Jasmy. Interesting times to be alive for Bitcoin. And there, look, we got back above the 1 minute Oh my goodness, now they're playing games. Look at this. Let's see what happened here for BTC. My signal shines again. Usually when they fake the signal and then break it up again, it's stone cold at that point. So look, they did. They money printed it right to the golden pocket. You see that? Unbelievable. They did the money printer to the golden pocket. I take wick to wick. If you took here to here, you kind of went a little lower than that. But I like wick to wick, golden paquito. You hit the golden pocket and bounced. And now you're above the 200 SMA. It's a very bullish sign. Back to the 30-second chart on the flag with the bounce off of resistance there for Bitcoin. A nasty little flag. It's really, really hard to see. Maybe a 5-second flag. Crazy, right? And again, get out of the small time frames on a Monday. But we got back above the 200 on the 1 minute. It's really all you need for a catalyst. They're tickling us. Playing games over here. Tight moving averages too as well for Bitcoin tells me there could be a move here. When the moving averages get close and tight like that, 9 out of 10 times we explode to the upside. That's crazy, right? And that's that false move Monday nonsense. At the end of the day, your bigger move would be this. Cup and hand will take you to 66.5. No liquidity really changing for us here on BOOKMAP. Short squeezing nonetheless, right on time. And usually we get the liquidity. We didn't even get the liquidity today. What I mean by that, we'll get like a red bar up here on BOOKMAP. Link in the description of BOOKMAP just so you understand a little more. Not everybody's understanding what's happening with retirement, everybody. We make good gains on the day-to-day, but what about your retirement? I Trust Capital's a way to hold Bitcoin until you're 59. Not pay taxes until way later on. Buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver with your IRA. Invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. I Trust Capital. It beats jumping into the ETF if you want generational wealth with Bitcoin. You believe it's going to go to $1 million and more. I Trust Capital. And again, I don't put all my money in I Trust Capital because I like to be liquid, but I will put, a few Bitcoins in there for a long haul and see what happens. So invest 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Hit the QR code. Find out more about I Trust Capital. This channel is sponsored by I Trust Capital. Also, Decrypted.tax if you want to know more of how to get your taxes done. Decrypted.tax really, really, really takes care of it. They'll streamline your crypto and DeFi taxes with cutting-edge software and get it done. Teaming up with Node 40 and some big boys in the space, they're really going to give you what you need. You may be confused. You may not understand what's happening. Jump on into Decrypted.tax today and find out more at Decrypted.tax. All right. Maybe you're not sure with what happened with your taxes this year. You just want them reviewed. Maybe you want to do better next year. Start today with a nice consultation. Book a call at Decrypted.tax. They're also tax attorneys. So they got more going on there than beats the eye than your average CPA. So JASMY, we found something that looks hot. There's some hidden bullish for JASMY. Looks like it may continue to the upside. All right. And Bitcoin now showing signs of a bit of a flag here above the 200. And it's near the 21. See, now that's what you're looking for. Now that looks like some sauce. And that's a cup and handle there too. See it? So crazy, right? And this is how price action works. It moves in these ways over and over again in these succession. Now that's something that makes me want to maybe... It's false move Monday, so I'm still weary, but that's like, man, you're making it look too good to be true here for Bitcoin. I traded a Monday, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, and we nailed it. It was an awesome Monday trade, right? I like this flag. To me, it looks like there's going to be a bit of a pump. I'm about to look at the futures for a second and just take a gander. I like when the 21, I like when the moving average is all tight like this. It's really inside of a bigger symmetrical triangle now, look. And I'll take away the moving averages so you can see with clarity. You see that? Now you got this beautiful symmetrical with the cup and handle. with this bigger cup and handle, but the handle's a symmetrical triangle now, which I've seen many times in my life. You really take this whole measured move here. Says we can get up to 66,300. Does Sammy call a short squeeze right now? Do we get the explosive move? Are we about to get a blast to the upside here for Bitcoin? It's happened many times on the channel. It could happen again. Interesting times. Let me segue out here to BTC, USD, and the all-time history index. And some guy, and I just want to go over the super chats when my man is talking about hidden bullish on the weekly. I mean, technically, this is hidden bullish divergence here. Right there, right? You see? And you almost kind of are starting to get it here, too, if you keep the high, though. If you come down on the RSI, but, that's a little iffy, though. But this one is still there, and it says you're going to break this high before you break that low. And you do have hidden bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. Clear as day. Spot on, my friend. It says the trend will continue to the upside. We'll wick back up, and we'll be gone. This is just one last dip before the bigger pump. But you never know. I've seen that, and I have backtested it, and it has played out many, many a time. So, 65,500 playing games. And Bitcoin got the pump only to kind of come back down and play games. But right now, we are in this Sammy cup and heady for BTC. It is the 1 minute, so it'll move around a little bit. And it can easily just continue to dump. We did have a bit of a double top rejection there at 65.7. I'm looking at the perpetual. I would trade it here. I'm just looking at it. My rule of thumb is 90% of the time I'm not going to trade. There's a little window where I will trade Mondays if there's just such a strong pattern that I have to take it. But look, now we're losing. Say, have we bounced off that 200 and stayed inside? That could be the buy, though, into the red candle, right? And I like to set up the trade, kind of what I see happening. What I found is you don't have to be too fast. You have to be direct. Direct is speedy. I mean, that could be the buy bounce right there. You look for the 30-second 200 MA. Sometimes that's coming into play. Show me the money, baby. Yeah, almost there, see? 1 minute, King. If the 1 minute breaks back above the 200, we could pump. And then I write in the trade. Before I take any trade, I look at the trade in depth. Are you losing your leverage trades? Here's why. You're trading on your phone, right? Who here trades on their phone? All right, raise your hand if you've traded on your phone. You saw a setup and you didn't have time to make the stop loss, so you just drew the flag and you're like, I'll set it up later, and you entered right here. Like when it gets up here, I'm going to sell. Next thing you know, it's down. You don't know what to do because you didn't make a stop loss. And you've never been in the situation when your stop loss, you've only been trading for a year or maybe 6 months. So then you don't know what to do. Now you're like, what do I do? I didn't do, now you're in this and now you think about it all day and it takes up a lot of your mind. And now it's eating away at your brain. And now you can't study divergences and other things. That's why I tell people to be really careful trading leverage before you've actually started to study, because it will take time away from your studying and it'll eat you up. And then a year or two will go by, you have leverage traded, lost more money, and then you still won't have the education. You won't have backtested my theories. You won't know what those, support and resistance really mean. You won't understand trend analysis, and you'll be in the dark. I know people that have traded for 10 years, and they still don't have a system or know what's going on. They get lucky here in a bull run here and there. It happens to some of them. My whole point is you could trade for a long time and never really learn anything. Because I had 3 trading years, and then I had 3 focus trading years, and I know the difference. And thank God I got into the focus and my mind changed, because if I did not, I would have been doing the same thing I did the first 3 years. And you could call yourself a trader. You can watch a lot of YouTube. You might know all the terminology, but you've never demo tested, you've never back tested You've never demo traded a back-tested model. If you've never demo traded a back-tested model, you're not really a trader yet. You just think you are. See, for years, I thought I was a trader because I could make a flag and get into a flag and set support or resistance. That was cool. But I didn't understand proper risk management. And I didn't know how to make 100 trades and find out how many trades I made out of that. And then I didn't know what was the most probable idea and what days to trade and why, where the most volume was, when I should use more capital and why, in the market cycle and in the weekly cycle, right? Because there's a time to use more capital in the bigger cycle of altcoins. There's a time to use more capital in the actual on the weekly if you're intraday trading. These all come into play. And I knew none of this stuff, and I'm still learning every single day with each and every one of you. Every day we learn together. Every single day. See, this is unlikely. The tight moving averages that we would drop, that's unlikely. I play this all the time. It's more likely that we get a move to the upside. That's another thing I like about being a consistent backtester. But I do know when you lose the 200 SMA, you drop to the downside, and there we go again, losing the 200 MA. The bots immediately flip bearish when that happens. I don't know what it is, but they just bloop, and they start a sell pressure. The second you lose the 200 MA, it all goes to the downside. It's so crazy. See that? And you're gone. And sad to say, it looked like we were going to get a nice little cup and handle bounce to the upside there. Did not play out. When those are tight and you get a dump, that's very rare. All right. That leads me to kind of zoom out to a bigger time frame and see what's happening. The rejection of that 22-200 SMA is strong. The daily starting to fumble. And then if the daily starting a bearish engulfer, you want to kind of see what's happening. A lot of people take sick days. You know, it's when you run your own company and you're running against the YouTube algorithm, there's no sick days. When your family depends on you and you're the number one breadwinner, there's no sick days. When you have another kid coming and you already have 2 kids and your wife, there's no sick days, man. You know? There's sick days for the weak. There's sick days for the people that want excuses. There's no sick days for someone that wants to get it in every single day. You got to do what you got to do. There's no excuses. And that's where the discipline comes in. Your head hurts. You don't feel well. You know, my head's pounding. You got a headache. It's okay. God will get you through. If you believe in yourself, God will get you through. You don't think God can get you through a headache? God Almighty, man. God Almighty. We say God Almighty because God is Almighty. Right? There's a reason for that. And so I always have faith, man, that somehow, some way I'll be okay. I prayed last night as I fell asleep that somehow, some way God would help me get through today. And so far, God is doing exactly just that. I've submitted to God in so many ways, shape, and form. And I'm ready for a ride of life that God is going to give me. No matter what happens, ups and downs, I am willing to take it. I understand finally that this life is not about the money you make. It's about the people you meet, the relationships you obtain, the network you create, and the legacy you leave when you go. If you can leave a legacy, if people can remember you, if you can leave a positive light, and you don't have to be famous, you don't even have to be as known, but if in your general area, in your local vicinity, if you can leave a positive light on everybody around you, you are one of the most successful people in the world, in my humble opinion. That was my mom. She left a positive light around everybody around her. She made my wife feel amazing. She made my sisters feel amazing. She made my kids feel amazing. She made everybody around her feel amazing. And if you can do that, then you're a success in my book. And you've done something amazing with your life. Everybody's chasing money. Everybody's chasing clout. But nobody's chasing the love. You know what I mean? And once you chase the love, man, I really think everything comes from that. So, nasty dumpage for Bitcoin. 1 minute loses the 200 MA, which tells us no goo. Nice little cup and handle reversal doesn't give us the love. 7 minute slumps. The double bottom is right there again at 65,000. Coming to test it one more time. A nasty pattern that you can't even almost make sense of. Like, what is this? Unbelievable. Just complete slop. Hard to trade, messy, Monday price action. You could break up or down. Once you get tight in here, we'll find out what happens for Bitcoin. All right. 65,260. Another thing I tend to do whenever I'm sick is I fast. I tend not to eat anything when I'm sick. I tend to just completely fast. And I find it helps me recover pretty good, you know? So I will not eat almost anything today. I will just kind of sit. I'll sit in solitude and I'll rest. I'll lie down with my head and I will rest at the end of the show and I will rest. Let's take a look at Quant. QUNT. I do know that I have to take care of myself so that I can keep going. If I push myself today, then I could be sick longer. So the one thing about me, I do when I'm down, I do take a day to rest my mind, rest my body. So I won't be like crazily active in the trading group today. Look out for my elite and my team to pick up the slack for me. But I'll be back tonight doing an update. But for most of the day, I will be down and out. I'm telling you right now. I said I was going to give everything I had to this live stream. And then that was going to be basically all I had for the day. All right. I mean, Quant is in a sticky situation. You know, I'll look at Quant on another chart even because it has more time. But yeah, Quant's been the most unfun asset to hold. It's been like Atom. Quant and Atom are together, just, you know, did really nothing. The last time I put out Quant, I had that inverted head and shoulder back in October of 2022 here when I was going to, right there, October, in the end of September to October, when I went to, I'm pretty sure, oh no, it was this inverted head and shoulder here too. November, October of 2023. That was just last year. Yeah. Wow, that was Las Vegas. It's just crazy. I went to Las Vegas of 2022. This was the last call I gave in my trading group. When I saw this beautiful inverted head and shoulder for Quant, said it was going to pump, and it did. Isn't that amazing? I found this inverted. I said Quant will pump. It did. I said it'll hit the measured move. It did exactly that, and then that was it. And then, like, from then on, like, that was it. Like, had you swung traded Quant to 220, like, since October 22nd, that coin has never been higher. I mean, that's crazy. Then it had a resistance at 152. I really feel bad for Quant holders. Anyone that got wrapped up into this and think it's good to hold, yikes. And look, now it just gets sold off for the last, 10 weeks, 12 weeks straight. Quant had a big run up to 220 in the bear market like 2 years ago. Vegas is where you got that gold belt for the best EA, right? That was this year. I was unable to go, though. Yeah. Injective getting hammered today. Yeah. I prefer chicken soup for the soul. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. It's not what I am. I don't know what he's saying. I bought Quant at 350. Oof. Bear market coins look better. I know, right? I remember that call made money in the 99. I made that call while I was traveling in Las Vegas too, which was awesome. Gave me a nice one up there. And then we got that pump. Started pumping while I was there, October 3rd through the 7th. What a great trip. I'll always remember that trip. Shout out to Rob and Dave over at Sin City Crypto, man. Please, would you explain to me what Hamster KOMBAT is? I've heard a lot about it before. How do I make profit from it? Just jump on in, man. Do some research. I'll make a video about it. Okay. Please, would you explain? Yeah, fetch AI. ISO last year, AI this year. Yeah, for sure. So, I don't know, man. Quant is in a tough spot. A really tough spot. These are assets that I would usually, it's like Casper. Remember when I sold off Casper and everyone told me I was like, oh, and I told you, I said that, I don't hang on to coins that show me through the chart. The charts will speak to you. Look at the double top M that it made, and then it finally took, again, maybe this is accumulation zone, very oversold, but I mean, this doesn't do any marketing. Nobody talks about it. All right. It's not the buzzworthy. It doesn't have AI going for it. It doesn't have, real world asset, even, kind of, but it's not deep in. Nobody cares. I'm sorry to say, man, this isn't on the headlines. You know, not coins hotter than this. You got to understand where the market's moving, where the liquidity is. You can't keep your money, you know, locked up in garbage. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice, but that's a beatdown. Holding quant is not fun. Let's take a look at Jasmy. We looked at Jasmy already. Let's take a look at Andy on Blast. Get based AI, baby. It's going to be the layer 1 network for ZK LLMs and smart contracts. It's going to be a big deal. I don't think people realize. I'm still bullish on Daddy too as well. Let's take a look at Andy on Blast. I liked Andy on Blast when it first came out. And now look, it's starting to come up. Andy on Blast is the one, baby. Andy on Blast booming to the upside. And look, since we put it out here, that rounded bottom, look, and it broke the 200 MA on the 4 hour and it was gone. Had you just played the break of the 4 hour, 200 MA, you were in the money. Up 180%. Shout out to my man, Zeno, banging on him. He's in the gains. 1.5 million, $34 million volume. A little bit of sell there, but some big buys here on Andy on Blast. And I believe it has an airdrop coming, so I would just be careful. It might get a little sell-off there with the airdrop. Well, let's take a look at it. The 4 hour to me is a good time frame. It's a little overbought away from the 21, but it just broke this. It's like a giant double bottom. Said that it's going to blast all the way up to about 61 cents. Last, get it? Andy on Blast. I don't know. Sorry. I know. I didn't try that hard. Let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame and see what's happening to Andy on Blast here. And what's happening. Man, I thought it was going to be the worst show of my life today. But God has provided the energy and the love to keep me going. My jaw hurts, my teeth hurts. I want to cough every 5 seconds as I talk, but I push through, and it does not matter. Can we get the move here? Andy on Blast. Boom, right? That's what you're looking for, that parabolic move for Andy on Blast. Looks like it very well may happen too. So if anything pumps today, Andy on Blast looks hot, and you heard it here first on the live, and it could continue all the way up to the next target there at 61 cents for 69% gains. Again, Andy on Blast was early bird special way earlier than that. You'd be up huge. All right. Sam, what's your opinion for Mover and Glimmer for the DOT ecosystem? They're cool. They're just slow movers. I have to be honest, you know. Bro, your jaw and teeth hurt. How about your Maneki? Dude, my necky hurts. Sammy, can we take a look at Turbo, good sir? It's been bleeding for like a week straight. I mean, it pumped up huge for like 5-6 days straight. It was the talk of the town. Of course, people are going to slowly sell it off. You got to sell. Shout out to Smith. Thank you so much for the compliment. That's very nice. It's just the lighting, though. I'm really not that good looking. Wolf on Soul has high volume coming in. Whatever goes up must come down. Hard financial advice. I know, right? Hope you feel better, Sammy. Much love. Thank you to the Ear Psychic Radio. Third Ear Psychic Radio. Oh, the airdrop is for Blast token itself on the 26th. Oh, yeah, Blast is coming out. Sorry. Thank you for saying that. So that's going to pump Andy anyway, then. Andy's going to continue to pump, and people will probably take that Blast and buy Andy. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, so that's going to pump Andy. I think Andy's going to continue to go up. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy becomes the first Blast token to go to 100 million and possibly to $1 billion market cap. You heard it here first. Andy on Blast. Someone just got in for $2,500. They said, I want 6,784 Andy, and I want it now. Jasmy partnered with Apple, now NVIDIA. Yeah, Jasmy's on another thing. Florida Water got my brother shot in. Shout out to Stack McChange in the house, man. I feel a little different. Even though I'm sick today, I got this. My skin looks good. I don't know. I feel this. I was in the sun all day yesterday. Just passed out. Let's take a look at that Miss TA for MAGA. Is this the same one here with $11.2 million market cap? That thing's going off. I don't know if this is the coin, though. I'd pull the Fibonacci on it. See that it came to the 618 golden pocket. And see how it's making a bit of a flag here. kind of that a strange cup and handle there that could continue to pump to 40 cents. Is this the same coin? Yeah. Live for anyway, you can do the Misty and Trump from Saturday. Hope you get to feeling better, buddy. Shout out to Brian Ferris. Brian, I'm doing it for you. I hope we're connected here. Hi, you must come to Sylvania. Hi from Lake Bed. Check it. Very nice place. Thank you, man. Lake Bleed. SEI is on mega discount. Yeah. Excitement for IO and ATA. Sold my render and AR to buy them. Wow, my man's switching it up. Let's talk about ATH because I started to buy a bag of Ether. It's going to do numbers over time. Wow, that chart is kind of nuts. On the daily, it's really been around. It's been out that long. That's so weird to me. Sorry. But I mean, they must have done something with the ticker again, but I like this flag. I'm going to look at it on KuCoin. Yeah, so it came up and it just kind of making this falling wedge here, rounded bottom. And maybe it does go lower. But to me, I mean, this is bold. Maneki did this and Maneki went up huge. And Maneki was right there. So I've been buying $500 of this. I'm going to keep buying a little bit more each day and just adding to my bag of ATH. So these are the times to accumulate, even when everyone's bugging out. Most people aren't going to see the opportunity, right? But we are. Look at this crazy movement up and down today. Absolute insanity for Bitcoin. And again, if you want to jump on into MEXC, link in the description here and in the pinned comment. And CryptoLifer.com. Also, I Trust Capital and our weekly newsletter. We're here waiting. MX token in a beautiful falling wedge there. And you look at ATH. Oh, and I got $3, man. I'm spent. I got 9,000. I'm gonna buy a little more though later today. I'll show it to the trading group when I do that. Okay. MAGA is still around 1050. Yeah. Wrong MAGA, bud. You said Trump. You didn't ask for MAGA. You said Trump. Yeah, so like I did the coin you asked about. Lifer, can we do the PT on Trump from Saturday? So I wrote in the word Trump. Then you told me wrong coin. You said wrong MAGA, but you asked for Trump. You didn't ask for MAGA. They're two different coins. I know the coins, you know. So you wanted MAGA, you didn't want Trump. You see what I mean? Now you understand. It's okay. Happens every day. What happens though is people check me and then they never come back and say like, yeah, you know, whatever. Who cares? I don't need the satisfaction, but I'm trying to do what you're asking, man. And I can't read your mind, right? I mean, it seems like no matter what you want to do, there's going to be one candidate that's going to be better for cryptocurrency and one candidate that's not. You guys make your decision. I don't have to even say it. So I'm kind of a one-issue voter here, and I'm a cryptocurrency guy. It's my entire life. I'm the crypto lifer. So it's pretty clear what I got to do no matter what, regardless of what goes on, right? And again, who knows? But it is what it is, right? Lifer ain't regretting it. We learn, man. Amen. Yeah. Wait, that's not MAGA either. Hold up. I know the MAGA coin. Hold on. Should be this one here. Right? 24 cents. How many MAGAs are there? Jeez Louise. Hold on. No, I'm looking for the 10. Yeah, it was $10. Oh, MAGA on Sol. That's why. It was on Solana. Nope. This is crazy, man. I can't imagine a beginner just getting absolutely rocked doing this. I can't even find the regular Trump. There it is. This is it. Wow. Trump on Ethereum. MAGA, right? Yeah. This one is Trump, so you were right, man. I apologize. See? It was Trump called MAGA, but then they got all these different ones. Insanity. So you were right, I was wrong. See that? I took long entry into JASMY. I hope over 50K in my trading algo. I code over Bitcoin. Do you think I should continue to pile into that, or should I start? I can't tell you what to do with your money, man. All right. I don't know why people ask me. You're the coder. You coded it, right? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, right? You're the smart dude. I'm just the guy here online, all right? This looks like it's going to continue to pump, man. It's just been holding gains. Previous support is resistance. Says it get up to 22 cents. And this thing's just been on a rally on its way to the $1 billion market cap over time, just continuing to gain steam. And the more he's in the news, the more things that happen, the bigger this coin gets. It's you know, look at that, $2,700. People just say, hey, I'm in. If you some ETH lying around, you know. Lifer, God bless, thank you for the value. Can you do the TA on this gem? It's funny how I can't see the word PBX. P-Bucks? Sir, not anybody trade lose money when the ego says it'll 100% go in this direction. Amen. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. Say it over and over again. Like, if you had bags for the bear market that are in profit but aren't doing much, would you hold those or move them to hotter assets? That'll be completely up to you. It depends on what the bag is. You know what I mean? If Crypto Lover can't find, I know, right? Just got to put the right coins out there and say, this is it, right? That's why you need like community gurus. But the problem is those guys end up getting too big on their heads and then they show coins just to make money on their community. See, it's like when you get a community in cryptocurrency and in trading and on YouTube, it's up to you to respect it. You can make money off your community, but you got to make money the right way. You could sell, like I sell education and stuff like that, but you know, you can get tempted to use your community in the wrong way. And honestly, God will probably take it from you. In my humble opinion, it may seem like you're winning at one point, but in the long run, it will eat your soul away. You may do something, you know. So I know in the long run, you got to do the right thing to get there. It takes longer to get there. You don't get what you want immediately. You can cut corners and do the shady things and, you know, but eventually it just doesn't end up working out. So I've learned that just keep your head down and do the right thing. Like I don't buy trading. I don't buy views on YouTube. You know what I mean? Whatever, even though I would love to, and I would just just a couple more views, you know, just to get me to 100K real quick. But then I'd probably always second guess it for the rest of my life. And then it would get in my head. And then would it be worth it? No. See? So I know in the long term what matters and what doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? And I learned these lessons through life before I even went to YouTube. Like, you don't have to know to YouTube to learn that lesson. All lessons transcend through time and space. And God is showing you through each situation that he's putting you in how you can extrapolate that knowledge into the next lesson that you need. That's why when you're going through these down periods and you're going through these tough times, you don't know that that's God pushing you through that tough time to refine you. You know, I prayed to God for strength. He gave me more problems to make me stronger. I love that line. I prayed to God, God, please, I need some strength. And then what? Nothing, you know, I didn't get strong. Why? It got harder. Yeah, God gave you more problems. You asked for strength, didn't you? That's what you prayed for. A lot of people don't understand when they pray for something, they get exactly what they prayed for, but they can't see that. I couldn't see it for years, my friends. For years, I struggled. But once I submitted, the opening was given to me. And God said, don't you see why I put you through all these things? So I could lead you here. Now I can see somebody struggling in the charts. I can see somebody struggling with their money. I can see someone who's not able to save. I can see somebody who's not disciplined. And I can see my old self. And I can say how I tweaked myself is how I can tweak this person. And I believe we're all wired somewhat the same. We come from different spaces. We have different things that happen to us. We have different past, you know, problems and things that, you know, post-traumatic stresses and all that. But at the end of the day, when you work out, you create positive endorphins, right? When me and you run in the heat, we both sweat, right? And so I know we can use working out to get your mind going. We can then flip you into a positive mindset. Then we can start to get you to look at the charts, start seeing the different ways, and then we can flip you to another level, man. And that is what this channel is all about. All right. Hi, Sammy. Can you check the DXY and confirm that you see a complex head and shoulder to the downside? Oh, and one of his mentors was Roy Cohn. Option, our clear best options. Okay. Yep. when I pray, I usually don't ask for anything. I just express gratitude and ask God how he's feeling. See, that was the issue with me. I never asked God for anything. See, that's why my life changed. See, my whole life I had just prayed for gratitude for God. You know what I mean? Thank you, dear Lord. Thank you. But I never asked God for anything. You know what I mean? Unless I was in a really, really, bad, oh, please God, this one time, And now I ask God for things every single day. You see what I'm saying? And that was when my relationship grew. See, when my prayer went from just being in gratitude, like you said, to actually asking. And then you learn how to ask for the proper things. Like, say you're struggling at work, but the reason why you're struggling at work is because your lack of patience, not because you're struggling at work. Say, dear Lord, please teach me how to become more patient. Show me a sign. Put me through something where I may realize that the patience is really going to be my key. And in the next 2 weeks, something will happen. And you will gain that gem. I'm telling you. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. So it's just funny how he said that. He's like, I don't usually ask for anything. I just express gratitude. I prayed like that for years because I wasn't really sure if, now I know God's there. I ask God all the time. Can you give me your quick opinion on HOPPY, please? Yeah. Sam, why have you have a chart with the 3 minutes? Because I do. Because I'm a different dude and I like to do different things. There's really no rhyme or reason to a lot of stuff. Fasting for 48 hours produces stem cells, Sammy. Your body will literally make a new man out of you. I know, for sure. And I'm winding down here. Bitcoin attempting to cross the 200 on the 1 minute. Maybe on spot I did here. Now you got this wacky falling wedge. Look at that. That's a weird cup and handle. I've seen it play out. I've seen that pump. They played games with my handle here. They dipped us down here. Bitcoin not wanting to give up 65.5, that weekly support of resistance, fighting so hard. This gives 1% of every buy and sell donates to the homeless, veterans, and fighting child trafficking. Also, Trump holds $7 million worth of it in his wallet, his largest crypto holding. Imagine how many prayers God gets where people ask for stuff. It seems so selfish to me. Since I am part of the Lifer family, I've changed my life, even for the better. Here's the deal, picks for the muzzle. What you don't understand is the energy God creates is abundant. So why would you think they're so selfish? When you think, I almost question if you believe in God. You know what I mean? It's weird. You probably look at me crazy, right? But why I say that, look. Because let me pick apart your language. Imagine how many prayers God gets when people ask for stuff. It seems selfish, right? Selfish would mean that God is strained, which means that God isn't abundant. When you're selfish, you means like, when someone's selfish, they're asking too much of their mom, and their mom can't do what she needs to do, and the kid wants all their attention, so they're selfish. That would say that the mother's attention is scarce, right? She doesn't have a lot of attention, so to take some of it would mean it's selfish. So you're saying to take some of God's attention away would mean self. That would mean God isn't abundant, but God is abundant. You see what I mean? I don't know. I'm just playing devil's advocate with your language here and trying to put you in another perspective. That's all. I prefer to thank God for all the things that I have. Amen. God provides whether you ask or not. I prefer to just express gratitude. Amen. So you've never asked, what if you if you have struggled, what if you want to work out and you just keep not working out and you know it's better for your heart? You don't pray to God, hey God, could you help me deep dive tomorrow and wake up early? Could you give me the strength? You know what I mean? I just feel like you're a better person when you become better. And again, you don't have to ask every single day. But my thing is, you co-create and manifest, right? Yeah. Please analyze link. Sam, how's HOPPY looking? Banging. HOPPY is hot. And look, there's our signal above the 200 SMA. Can this one finally get ripe and pump to the upside? What we could do here too is start to make it look like this. And there you have another symmetrical triangle with a measured move here to the upside. And usually it should extend to the next resistance at 65.99. But you know, we're battling 65,005. Sam is an enlightened human being. He inspires, motivates, and manifests. Shout out to Ivan Tenbrook. Mad Muscles, baby. My man. My mental status has changed forever. Ivilton Broke, I love you, brother. He says, since I'm a part of the Lifer family, I've changed my life, even for the better. I work out now 4 times per week, do sports 4 hours per week, manage my son's football team. It's the Lifers, baby. Thanks, Sam. Shout out to Ivilton Broke, man. God bless you, bro. You're the man, dude. Shout out to Justin Campbell. Shout out to Kristen Worrell. I express gratitude just by getting on with things with principles and moral intact. Amen. Yeah, actions speak louder than words. Amen. Hi, Sam. Arkham in the accumulation. For me, it is. I don't know about for you. Yeah, but for me, it is. Ask Matthew 7:7. Ask it while it be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. So interesting, right? 777. Ask as it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. So crazy. Shout out to Rockstar Cola Gomez with the beautiful Bible quote there. Amazing. Okay. Still coming to Nashville. Of course I'm coming to Nashville. Who's not going to Nashville, baby? Jump on into Bitcoin Nashville today. The price did go up. I hope you jumped in last Friday when I begged you guys. I'm telling you, hit the link to Bitcoin Nashville. Meet me there July 25th to 27th. I got to actually book my flight and my stay soon before it gets too packed. I usually like to kind of stay a little more out of the city and take an Uber depending. But it depends. We'll see what happens. But I've never been to Nashville. It looks like it's going to be an amazing time. Everyone and anyone's going to be there that has anything to do with finance and Bitcoin and just the world. And I'm super excited. So jump on in today. Find out more. Hit the QR code. Hit the link. Go to Bitcoin Nashville. Get your tickets now. If you pay in cryptocurrency, you will get 21% off. It is only $34 more than it was before. So don't worry. $433 if you pay in Bitcoin. Jump on in. I will see you there at Bitcoin Nashville. I believe this is a beautiful, beautiful buy zone here for this rounded bottom on Ethereum, but you never know. The market could take a deep pull down, further down, and take a dump. So look, we kind of got tighter in the zone here for BTC. I'm going to get rid of this stuff right now, but basically chop for today, but mostly downside for Bitcoin. And we played games with the 1 hour 200 MA all during the entire live stream, just kind of going up and down around it here. Mostly sunny today here in Florida, 86 degrees, absolutely beautiful. Not as hot as it's been. So a little bit of break from the heat. All right. Wow, 18-year-old Olympic candidate dives in a diving accident. That's so sad. So sad. Anyway, man, so many crazy freak accidents. I pray every day that I'm okay, Anyway, like that family, their 6-year-old, she got hit with a badminton thing. It fell out of the badminton, hit her in the head. She died like that. They were all just playing in the backyard. Are you kidding me? The guy was a pastor. He'd been giving his life to God, and his daughter gets taken away at 6 years old. It's like, wow, like I can't imagine, because once something happens in life, it's finite. Until you leave this life, that's it. You lose your kid. That's it. It's a fact that has happened now. You can never take it back. It's just like. I'm always looking around for things that could hurt my family, hurt my kids, man. My dad kept us all safe throughout life. Somehow it all managed, Wow. People shooting at a splash pad. Just insane, man. There's always something weird going on. So watch this symmetrical triangle here for Bitcoin on the 1 minute time frame. More than likely, it's going to break further to the downside. And you're going to be testing 64,650, but you never know. But that's what I see happening. Unless you can break this point of control, unless you get back above 65.7, 65.8, expect more downside for Bitcoin. That would be your catalyst for a move. Everyone, I'm going to jump out of here for the day. And I love you all. Thank you so much for jumping on in. Let me make sure I went through all the super chats. We're going to get them done in case I missed any. We're going to make sure we get them all done for you. Let's take a look at HOPPY. We looked at JASMY. We looked at Bitcoin on the weekly and the RSI there. We looked at Quant. We looked at Andy. Thank you, Eldarina. Thank you, Rave Song Records. Devin Ramsey. Crypto Fever. The Chef. Sood. Highly Trained. Mr. Khan. First Super Chat on the live. God bless you. Peter Gideon. Thank you so much. And Drum and Art. How's HOPPY? Let's take a look. And I'm just playing devil's advocate. Of course, gratitude is the amen for BTC, but I just wanted you to understand my relationship really grew with God when I stopped just having gratitude and I actually stopped having a more in-depth relationship where things started to actually change on a daily basis as if I was having a conversation with somebody. But 90% of my prayers are gratitude. You know, if you can't say anything at all, thank you is all you need to say. That's the most powerful prayer on earth. Thank you. You know, amen. I'm with that. HOPPY looks like it's going to continue. Previous support is resistance and it's in a flag. HOPPY could go up 99%. It's at a $31 million market cap. Very, very small for HOPPY. All right. And with that being said, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. I showed you kind of how to watch Bitcoin levels I'm going to watch for. Likely we're going to come down to 64 or 650, but you never know. This could break on out. Watch this get tighter and tighter, and that's really going to be your key to what's going to happen. And can you break back above the 200 MAs or you're going to stay below them? Thanks for the TA and pulling through when you're sick. Get well soon, brother. Thank you so much, the Chef. And I'm rarely ever sick, man, so I'll bounce back pretty fast. I look pretty good for being sick, so life will be all right. I'll manage. I'm not going to eat much today, though. I'm just going to kind of sit and let myself, and I'm going to rest. I am going to go to bed right now and just lie in bed for a couple hours. So, but I'm obsessed. I'll be in the charts. If I see something happening, I can't stay away. So stay tuned, stay informed. I love you all. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow on another beautiful live stream. It's funny, the people the realtor and the people that gave me the house that live in this property, they had to look me up online. She's like, I looked you up, I had to see. She's like, what are all those monitors behind you? What is all that? She's like, why do you have all those screens? What's going on? You know what I mean? And then she came in and I showed her the screens in real life and she was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? A couple people from the neighborhood, I invited them in and then I told them what I did a little bit. I said, oh, I'm a trader. And I came and showed them the 6 screens and they're just like, oh my God. It's pretty crazy, man. But it's pretty fun life, you know, to show, hey, I'm a trader, by the way. Let me show you what I do for a living. I'm a YouTuber. He's like, I've never seen a YouTuber's studio before. It was just so funny, man, you know? But really nice people in the neighborhood, having a good time. That, you know, the quiet, gated community vibe. So everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you for kicking it with me all weekend long. We had beautiful morning and night live streams. And thank you, everybody. God bless you all. I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. May God provide a wonderful day for you. And may you stay grateful in gratitude. Amen.